It's getting to be mosquito time here. Jeez. But, it's a nice evening. That row's totally done. And so this is a 3-day weekend, but I was sick all day yesterday, so this is just 2 days' work of the sunken pots. The method by which I do this is in a real recent video. I don't know if I'll manage to link it or not, but if so, that'll be easier for you, I'm sure. So I'm putting the rocks in not because they have to be there with the wood chips, but more because it is a lot easier to tell where to walk with them there. I am trying to brick up one more layer on this. I noticed on this end that it was like basically standing water a lot, so I was trying to raise the soil medium a little bit more on this end so it won't be underwater. I was having way better germination on the top end, and I don't think that's seeds. I had the very unfortunate discovery digging through my fridge of realizing that I don't know where the river oat seed went. I really wanted to give that another try. It's a native perennial oat. But, I don't know, maybe it's gone missing? It's bothering me. Oof. This is the same elephant head amaranth. It hasn't got quite the same growth pattern as last time. And I think that's because it crossbred with lamb's quarters. I do think so. Kind of hoping some of these allium seeds will sprout new alliums, because those are really pretty ones. Knowing my garden, they probably will. Nothing does quite as well as alliums around here. Oops. Got my step wrong there. Over here, I've been watching the monarch caterpillars turn into chrysalis. I saw one way over here and I moved him back, and I'm hoping that wasn't the wrong thing to do. But there is this little one back here. And I'm probably going to flee because... Oh no. Oh, there you have it, but I bumped it. I heard a mosquito in my ear, so I'm going to run away. It's actually starting to sprinkle. This is that same elephant amaranth. Here, there, and everywhere. I'm really pleased with how it's, self-seeding. It's a native, but it's a native to, closer to the south, closer to Mexico. But foreseeably, it could have been brought up as a migrant. So, I'm happy to introduce it. It does self-seed quite readily. Ooh, it's raining. That's nice. There's a couple of little Del Rosso squash trying to develop in here. And my little self-seeded ferns that I really think I might use as nursery propagation too, because I'm 90% sure they're native type. Cinnamon fern is what's popping out here that I almost drowned but didn't drown. Found out that's not native. That's common St. John's wort. Got some smaller tomatoes over here that are coming ripe. Yellow was the tomato color of choice this year. according to me. Oh, there's a noodle beam hanging down. I don't know if you can even see it from here. I swear these walkthrough videos are the only times I remember to check my kiwi, so let's do that. I discovered something really interesting. It's this stuff. Sweet wood sorrel. Okay, it tastes amazing. But here's the trouble. As much as it looks like clover, it's not. And also, it doesn't fix nitrogen. So, for the little bit of lemon tang that I can taste off of it, it's really not worth letting it take over the garden the way it has been. Now that I know it's not fixing nitrogen, which is really unfortunate. Got a little bit of edge burn on the leaves on the red currant here, and I'm hoping that's just from like maybe sun scald. I don't know. It has been much more used to shade, and I cleared out around it, and initially it perked really up, and then after that it got scorchy, so I don't know. And then this one is the yostaberry, and it's doing really well. I do have a whole massive flock of, you can hear them. What are they? Little chickadees or song sparrows or whatever. And you can hear them in the hedge behind. This is the Joe Pye, which I want to dig out some divisions. I need to. They've been requested. So, here's some skirret. I'd really like to get a lot of this under wood chip too. Listen to them, they're freaking out in that hedge there. That's the sunchoke. Not a whole lot of sign of bloom yet. Oftentimes it ends up falling so heavily into the lawn before it blooms, into my walkway rather, before it blooms, that I cut it down. Have been wanting to do a cattle panel arch here, but I realized, thinking about it more recently, that with the slope that this is at, I'm not sure what I'd need to do to make it a level and not forward sloping arch, which a forward sloping arch just sounds a little bit precarious to me. Yeah, so just a thought. The moss that I put in is doing really well down here. And the rhubarb has perked up from its last harvest and is ready to harvest again. Basil did medium okay this year. I'm gonna keep picking it. The 3 apples continue to ripen up. All grand, 3 of them, but the apple tree is starting to reach the top of the hedge. And I think I'm going to bite the bullet and actually get a pole lopper so that I can actually shorten these up rather than just skinny them up, because for the most part I cut down big branches like this big around near the bottom where they Y out, but it would be nice to have it be a little bit less tall. So like for example, see this one's sticking higher than the rest. What I've been doing is finding where it splits off, which is right here, and cutting it there, and you can see that's what I did recently, and now the other one's just gotten so tall. So I could probably even follow that even further down and cut it all the way down here. Yeah. Oh, that's like an entire trunk. Oh. Still kicking around the idea of lifting this pear and putting it there. I think it'd do for a little bit more sun there. I think we'd get at least a little bit more sun there, I think. The cherry in the middle is slowly dying, and I'm letting it. There's no fighting that. And the cherry over here isn't happy. But if it's going to be so unhappy to die, I'm going to let it this year. I'd rather get a healthy tree in there, one that isn't going to argue too hard. Maybe a native cherry instead. Could even do that from seed if I got started soon enough. So, I do have one native cherry that I got started a bit ago. It's the Prunus Besseyi. In the middle, right there. There are children next door that don't properly belong to the household, so they're probably going to be quite pleasant. And I don't mean that jokingly. So yeah, that's tonight. I think I've been wanting to do something here where it's just like a quick walkthrough to show you how small the garden really is. Because wandering around like this, you might see there's the road. There's the edge of my property. Wandering around like I do, you might get the idea it's a lot bigger than it is. So, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Edge of property, turning. Edge of property over there. Here's the edge of the property going up there. And I can continue down over the cliff because no one can tell me I don't own it. And then here's the front. And there's the other. It's like a backward C shape with the road being the tips of the letter C. And then there's the cliff in the front. And the edge of the property is just past that door-looking thing. The edge of the property is kind of at the unhealthy oak. So, that's all the bigger this is. Hops are coming in, look. It's almost time. Still don't know what this tree is. The thing that looks closest is poison sumac, but I don't get a response when I touch it, so I'm thinking that's not it, because I am the most allergic of allergic people in the world. Put the hops up in wood chips, because they seem to want to root real heavy into the ground around them right through the pot. Yeah, that's everything. I even got a nice handful of raspberries off the little raspberry bucket there today. Look at the hops coming down onto the ground. Jeez, buggers. Yep. Have a nice one. Happy Labor Day. Bye.